Okay, so guys, this is Hunter the Ray Dragon. We are back with another live stream of Fate Grand Order, and this time I have nothing going to interrupt me, so we can actually get some stuff done now. Jesus. No more interruptions. I gotta get this done, and then I gotta make videos tomorrow as well. Ugh. Here we go. Team formation: the story of a persevering pharaoh. Intro. Finally. Getting to the good stuff. What is this papyrus-like object? Servant competition, the Ishtar Cup. Resolve a singularity and have fun doing it. Speed is beauty, and beauty is speed. Take home the glory of victory today. Oh my. What incredibly powerful words. This is my chance to demonstrate the power of pharaohs to the world. It seems I spoke too soon. All teams must have both a driver and an assistant. All of my dreams shattered in a single sentence. Now what do I do? My Medjed cannot drive. Hey, I guess I have no choice. It may be a bit impudent of me, but I shall just have to get another great pharaoh to be the driver. And let me help them as their assistant. I need not be front and center, so long as a pharaoh wins and demonstrates our greatness to the world. Alright, now that that's decided, I'm gonna call this Team Darkskins. This is awful. I was far too hasty. My first pick was Cleopatra, but after Lord Caesar declared, "This is a time for feasting, not war. I need only grace a dining establishment with my presence to secure its everlasting popularity." What juicier business could there be than that? I shall call it Emperor's Gourmet. I shall look into expanding it into other media as well. And left on a trip to sample all the delicacies of the world, Cleopatra just left a note saying, "I'm going on a trip with my husband," and ran off after him. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling. She's obviously stalking. No, never mind. Next, I paid a visit to Pharaoh Iskangar. Iskangar isn't a pharaoh, who was, of course, nowhere to be found as usual. He's not a pharaoh, he's a king. There's a difference between an actual pharaoh and a king. And finally, Pharaoh Ozymandias, the one I was really hoping would join me, said, "Ridiculous! You would have me compete in an event for mere peasants? Hey! Summer is meant to be spent in the chamber of stone with a bowl of fruit, yet you wish to compete with other heroic spirits over something as trivial as speed? Have you mistaken yourself for a bird?" "Oh, right, you are a bird. I suppose you cannot really help that. Pray that last part no heed. However, the very idea of spreading the pharaoh's glory by winning a race is a losing proposition. A true pharaoh need not spread his glory, for the world already basks in it in the light of our splendor. None could question that we tower over the common masses. What point is there in providing the obvious in something so foolish as your ways? How about to have some fun? I mean, pharaohs should have fun." I feel sorry for her. Yes, you're absolutely right, Pharaoh Ozymandias. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I will forego the race, so please forget we ever spoke of this. No, you will compete. Of course, and of course you will win. Huh? But didn't you just say there's nothing for us to gain? Wrong, you fool. There is nothing for me to gain. It is, however, my long-held belief that you lack the force of present to drive your opponents into proper submission at your feet. This presents a perfect opportunity to remedy that particular shortcoming. Thus, Queen of the Heavens, you will enter this Ishtar Cup. I almost called it Iskangar Cup. It's Ishtar Cup. There you will use your beauty and nobility to easily defeat your common heroic spirit opponents. That is an order from the God King. And should you lose, I trust you understand what awaits you, Pharaoh Nitocris. I am magnanimous when it comes to heroes, but I have no mercy for cowards. Do not disappoint me. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. This is terrible. Not only did I get scolded about being a proper pharaoh, I couldn't even tell him that I wouldn't let him down after he placed such great trust in me. I'm so ashamed. I'm a terrible pharaoh. I wish I could just crawl into a hole and disappear. Alright, let's just calm down. All that says is that I cannot back out now. Besides, it's exactly because I'm lacking that I can't pass up this opportunity. What's more, Pharaoh Asmodeus called me Pharaoh Nitocris. I can't lay him down now in order to spread our glory even further throughout the world. I will just have to work harder to become a proper pharaoh myself. That is my task. That said, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. As the registration deadline is drawing near, I suppose my only option at this point is to be the driver myself and find someone else to be my assistant. At the very least, they will need to be a servant who is appreciately in awe of us pharaohs. Appropriately. There must be someone like that around here. No, nobody here either. I feel bad for her. Ugh, I'm running out of time. Isn't there anyone here who can help me? Anyone at all? Caster of storytelling. At last, you there, the woman with the familiar looking color scheme. Yes? Let me ask you this, do you believe in pharaohs? Do you hold them in high regard? Yes, I suppose so. They are kings after all. Excellent, you pass. Prepare yourself, gather your things. You shall have the honor of joining me in a race. This is a great privilege. You are blessed with a chance to assist me in showing the world the true splendor and grandeur of the pharaohs. What? No thank you. Just the thought of racing terrifies me. I'm sure I would end up dying. What? Is that all? I really don't want to die, so if you'll excuse me. Wait! You're the only one I can ask, and the deadline to register is almost here. I'm very sorry, but I really must refuse. Alright, I won't ask you to do it without recompense. You say you don't want to die, right? If we win, I will use my own technique and ties to the underworld to create a special talisman for you. If death comes for you, it will shatter in your place. While it can only be used so many times, it should still help you to escape death. I see. Is that true? I swear on the gods in the underworld, the gods in the heavens, and in the name of all the pharaohs. That said, creating such an object is the culmination of every bit of Maytrap I know, so it cannot be done easily or lightly. But this pamphlet says that the winner of this race will receive a holy grail from the goddess Ishtar. With that sort of power, I should be able to make it. All I want is for a pharaoh to win this race. I have no interest in the prize. A talisman that would let me avoid death. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Doesn't it though? Now, give me your fingertip for a moment. Press it on the entry form. There we go. With a talisman like that, I might not have to look up and down the street 10 times before I cross. Wow, she is really scared of dying. I might not have to cut my steak into tiny pieces to ensure I don't choke. I might even be able to stop going into the kitchen at every restaurant I dine at and test my steak with my personal thermometer to ensure it has been cooked well enough to kill off all the bacteria. Huh? There, the application form is now complete. Now the biggest obstacle is out of the way. It's only a matter of time until we win this race and the glory of the pharaohs shine brighter than ever. I mean, it already shines pretty brightly. Alright, thanks to all the other great pharaohs, but this way, it'll be as bright as Ra himself. Maybe then, I'll finally be a pharaoh I can be proud of even just a little. Anyways, this is going to be a long journey, so make sure you're ready for anything. You need a car, dear. There's probably no cooling off period for a contract made with a pharaoh, is there? Not to mention, it looks as though this race is meant to repair a singularity. In other words, it will help Master. In which case, I suppose this is the least I can do to try and make amends. I'd better make absolutely sure that there are enough safety measures in our vehicles. That poor child. Opening ceremony. Oh, the opening ceremony is a duel of sorts, huh? Well, this will be fun. I guess summer servants actually do help in this event. I have no summer servants, so that's what kind of sucks about this entire thing. This game really hates me when it comes to summer servants. Okay, let's see. Ah, here it is. Blavatsky. This is really exciting. It really is, isn't it, Senpai? I wasn't expecting this to be such a huge event. It's almost like a carnival. A lot of servers turned out to watch. Turned out to watch in the spectacular stands too. The spectator stand. I saw them on the jumbo-sized screen not too long ago. I wonder if Ishtar paid for that as well. This must have all been very expensive. It's not just the facilities either. Ishtar has also hired a number of servants to staff the event. That has to be a pretty significant expense too. It does seem very generous of her. Sheesh. I can't believe she didn't make arrangements for even a single food stand. But a race isn't just for the racers, it's also for all the people who came out to watch. Just look at this food cart I set up. I've got kebabs, hot dogs, fried noodles, snow cones, and a super hot steak griddle I projected specifically for today. Heh, it's all so perfect. I almost scared myself. Hey, mister! One cotton candy, please. Cotton candy! Cotton candy, right. I guess that is a popular summer tree, isn't it? I should have realized it sooner. Let's see, a cotton candy machine. Trace on. I think that should do it. Coming right up, girls. How does extra caramel sound? That looks like a cloud. Can you really eat it? Of course you can. No, it's actually just melted sugar spun into a cotton-like treat. You can have as much as you like, as long as you're got QP to pay for it. There's no such thing as a free lunch after all. Don't you mock me, of course I have QP. In fact, I shall even pay for those two as well. Now, give it to me, all of it. I think I shall take a picture of that too. A fine shot if I do say so myself. The subject is perfect and the composition flawless. It seems the job of record keeper suits me. This is the best. I don't know why races are always treated as summer events, but as far as those things go, this one is awesome. After whatever happened during spring break, with me not showing up at all until the fall, and countless new girls popping up left and right, things were looking pretty dicey for me for a while, but then I got offered this sweet modeling gig. All I have to do is stand around in this bikini. This is great. I always wanted to try being a booth babe. Go on, Mr. Cameraman, snap away. I stayed up all night working on this pose. This summer, supermodel Liz makes her debut. What a sad picture she paints, but she herself is so happy. I cannot bring myself to tell her. I must at least capture the dark side of this event as well. It is my duty as official record keeper. She looks fine. What the hell are you talking about? She truly does make for a poor subject. I wonder where I could find Lady Scotta. Huh? What's with the pity eyes? I got a great body, I'll have you know. Her body is fine. Look, senpai, it's the racers. Would you like to say hello to them? Good idea. I think I will. Oh, if it isn't Dante, have you come to cheer me on? How very kind of you. But then I suppose it is only inevitable that you would. As inevitable as all roads lead to Rome. After all, were it not for you, What are you prattling on about? Have the roses finally gotten to your head as well? Dante Yeager is here to cheer me on after all. No, as a summer maid, I suppose I should not say anything that might lead another to be jealous. Hehe, how unusual to know the victor before the contest even begins. It does make for a deciding lack of excitement, but it is certainly not a bad feeling. I don't know why you're both acting so strangely, but I guess it would be stranger if you weren't still. There's one other thing I don't understand. Why are you both wearing swimsuits? You mean you did not know? The rule book mandates that all drivers wear swimsuits. Indeed it does. I believe Senpai is wondering why you are both wearing swimsuits. Oh, that's simple, because we are both driving. And as an assistant is required to be on the team, we are both assisting as well. Thus, we are both driver and assistant. It was not against the rules to hold concurrent roles, you see. Indeed, there is nothing underhanded about it. Of course, while I should by rights be the only driver, this wicked dark maid here refuses to give up the wheel. Never mind that I am an expert charioteer who won the race in Olympia. Why, I'm practically a rider. Heh, that's nonsense again. Even after changing into a swimsuit and altering your spirit origin, you still ended up a caster. I, on the other hand, actually am a rider now. One with an exceptional riding skill, no less. There is no question that the only appropriate driver is me, but Drama Queen here would not permit it. We were unable to reach an agreement even after discussing the matter at night, and with no time left before the race was set to begin, we reluctantly agreed to share the role of driver. How come you both want to be the driver so badly? You even need to ask? I would think you of all people would understand. Because the driver gets the glory! Of course. The Fran Show! Yay! Master, thank you. Wait, what? There may no longer be a need for me to interpret for her, but just in case, she is saying she's happy you came to cheer for her. That's right, I just remembered that you're able to talk a little more as a saber fawn. And with Babaj as your assistant, communication should be simple. We'll be fine. Of course, I can't have the daughter of an old friend taking part in a dangerous race on her own. Indeed, there is nothing to worry about, in addition to the great bulk of the King of Steam. I have joined the team to assure our victory. As such, young Fran can race in safety knowing two capable grown-ups are looking after her. Oh right, I forgot you were here too, Professor. Ha ha ha, I assure you there is nothing to fear. Right now, I am nothing more than a 50-ish adoptive father whose heart has been stolen by the innocent plea of a pure-hearted young girl. If you still have concerns, I invite you to change my entry name to Mysterious Papa. I still totally smell a crime afoot. I'll put you down as shady-looking old man. Please don't! Fran and Babbage partnering up makes a lot of sense. But somehow I feel like their choice of additional member adds a lot of shadiness to their team. I can handle a little shadiness. Indeed. Our team may have been assembled rather hastily, but his knowledge, notoriety, and shadiness are genuine. I have every confidence that we will win. Furthermore, he has agreed to assume nearly all responsibility if something occurs during the race. And since anything bad that may happen would almost certainly fall on his shoulders anyway, we feel everything should be fine. Yep, make him take blame. Huh. Oh, Master, I see you have come to cheer me on. Hello, gorgeous. Hee, thank you very much. I confess to being somewhat embarrassed knowing that I will be participating in a race that, as that is more something Kentucky would do. But knowing you are cheering for me is a tremendous motivation. I swear I shall not disappoint you. Other servants may have abandoned dignity and decency simply because it is summer, but as the Shadow Prefect, I shall see that all should flagrancy is duly punished. See that all such flagrancy. My sword that kept all of Kyoto safe is still completely untarnished. I really don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about, but it does sound like you have a different goal than the other racers, Reiko. That she does. Personally, I still want to take first place, but who knows how it'll turn out. Well, aside from the Buddha, of course. Anyways, it still looks like fun, so I decided to race with her. It's been a long time since I got to go on a journey. So I can't wait. Who knows? I might even find a new disciple or sutra along the way. As they say, go west, young monk. Wait, come to think of it, which direction are we supposed to go in? Oh, hello, what's up? Hey, wait, let me guess, you're here to find out what mystical wisdom powers are car, right? Sorry, but I'm not telling. I trust you, but there's still a non-zero chance that the information could make its way to the other teams if I did. This race may be all fun and games, but it's more fun if we all do our best to win, right? I guess you seem more fired up than usual. Even she needs a chance to let off some steam now and again. I trust you can understand that. Isn't this race kind of dangerous? Still, I don't know. I'll be fine. I know I'll be competing with powerful kings and former berserkers. But brawn doesn't win a race. It's all about brains. Don't believe me? Well, you should, cause I'm going to show you what we old people can do with all our years of wisdom. As you can see, she's still a bit upset about that little incident from the other day. Part of that falls on your shoulders, Master. I'm sorry? That said, we are the ones who encouraged her to compete. Though I hesitate to use this word given its connotations with Holmes. One might say you and we are accomplices in that regard. If you feel at all responsible for what happened, you can make up for it by cheering with all your might for this superb direct support vehicle to win. Hold it! What did you just say about the alternating current support vehicle I've worked so hard on? I can see where this is going. Anyways, we don't have a lot of time, Senpai. Let's go visit the other teams while we still can. It's me! Ha ha ha! Let me guess, you came to tell me that the 3 ceremonial dishes I always have before setting out on a new campaign are already correct? That's the kind of dedication I like from my master. Still, while I imagine chestnuts and abalone remaining a pure enough treat in this day and age, is it absurdly common now? Perhaps you should forego the kombu and try something more modern, maybe truffles? After all, given that I handily won a totally real, not imaginary popularity pool, gaining a swimsuit is cause for an all-out celebrate. Huh? Claudia's noble resources already ran out during the Gouda Gouda event this year. You're kidding me. Well then, that's all the more reason I must win first. I shall take the prize money, then I shall perform a live concert that'll burn down the house. I see. A live concert, huh? What's this about lives? Cause of course I've been sensing the birth of too many new wicked lies myself. Both the new and scantily clad Alteria face Artoria facing her partner, the Emperor, who thinks she can escape my sword by turning into a caster. There can be no evil too perfidious as their team in this or any race. They may be a writer and caster now, but they're still sabers at heart, and so I will cut them down. No, I must cut them down. On top of that, I sense the birth of a whole new saber. I'm gonna make sure we see someone knocked out of this race as soon as the starting gun goes off. Of course, it also looks like I'll get to eat all sorts of yummy things if I win, so I'll be doing my best to win the race as well. Indeed, I have high hopes for you, seeing how I am trusting you to handle all writing related matters. After all, I am a general from the Shingoku period. The only mount I know how to steer is my horse, Oniyashigad. And apparently this race's horse quota had already been filled. Oh well, it can't be helped. So you wish to be granted a new audience with the Pharaoh before she sets out on her journey. Good. Such is only proper for one sworn to a contract with her. Who the heck are you? Why, wait, did a midget just talk? You don't have to make that big a deal out of it, it's just me. Oh, so it was you under there. Neato, Chris, but why were you under there? Earlier, while I was getting changed into my swimsuit, I got to thinking about how inadvertently rude I was to Pharaoh Ozymandias, and how far I still have to go as a pharaoh myself. And then I really wanted to just hide my face, and one thing led to another, and I mean, never mind all that. Surely you see how Medjed must be a fast racer thanks to his sleek form, right? Yes, that is what you need to know. Ahem, at any rate, I gratefully accept your presence as an audience. I presume you have prepared a tribute. Does wish you good luck, Count? Yes, it does. Gold or jewels would be unnecessary burdens on this journey anyway. I am glad you understand what is truly valuable. I gratefully accept your tribute, my ally. I must say, it's a little surprising to see you assisting Nitocris. I am just as surprised as you are. I can hardly believe I was so taken with the idea of to protect me from death that I entered a race which is almost certain to result in death. All I can do now is hope that victory will allow me to be free of death forevermore. It does seem kind of ironic that being so scared of death led you to skirting it. Stay safe out there. Make sure you don't get hurt, okay? I am told that by participating in this race we will be helping to dispel a singularity. If I imagine that I am offering this service to a compassionate king, perhaps that will serve as its own reason for my participation. Indeed, I hope that by doing so, I can be of some service to you as well. That's all of the teams. To be honest, I have no idea which one will end up winning. All I can say for certain is that it looks like it's going to be a very intense race. Oh, Senpai, look, isn't that... Okay, everyone's here, right? Great. You're wearing a swimsuit too? Well, of course I'm going to wear a swimsuit. I can't host a race in my stuffy regular clothes, can I? Besides, I always wanted to try wearing a modern day swimsuit, and since I was changing my outfit anyway, I thought I'd take the opportunity to get all sorts of other new things too. Her usual outfit is basically a swimsuit anyway. What's that now? Word of advice: be careful what you think be careful what you think around a goddess. In fact, this works out well since I was already taking my new form out for a test drive. I think now as good a time as any for a little warm-up. You two are going to have your work cut out for you in this event anyway, so I may as well give you a little taste of what's in store. Hey, here I come, Dante Yeager. Time to see what this new form can do. Well, surprising no one, she isn't going to take no for an answer. Please try not to get hurt, Master. She can't hurt me, but yeah, of course she wants to fight. Huh? Oh. Well, that happened. I was getting ready to actually play, but then it's like, oh wait, we gotta go back. We already read this, so I'm not reading this again. Huh, that's interesting. There's a little electricity down there. Uh-huh. Let's get some quick action into this. That happens with everything, huh? You know what? Oh, I am severely over leveled for this. Never mind. Here, I was thinking it was going to be a difficult match, but I'm severely over leveled. Especially her. Never mind, guys. And there we go, Dead Race Summer. Dead Heat Summer Race. The Ishtar's Cup. No match. Okay, that alright. Okay, that ought to about do it. Okay. Can I ask you a question? What is it? Well, I couldn't help but wonder what that thing by your feet is. Huh? Good question. Come to think of it, what is this thing anyway? Besides a weird pseudo weapon, you mean? Hey, I didn't ask it to follow me around, but since it is and it seems to really like me, I may as well train it to help me out a little, right? I mean, that's not a bad choice. Just kind of awkward that it's actually right there doing that. Besides, every good race needs a mascot, and at least it's better than kicking it to the curb, right? Ah, Fu is giving it the same weird look, wild look he gave the boar piglets on that desert island. And so, hey, on another note, I almost forgot something important. All racers gather around. What is this about? Okay, everyone, all eyes on these tools. Why do I have this light on? These ritual tools are the keys to erasing the singularity and indicating that you're a legit participant of the Ishtar Cup. They've been designed to integrate into your vehicle, so make sure you each install them. Any vehicle that tries to compete without one of these will be automatically disqualified, so make sure not to forget them. Got it. Whatever you do, do not lose or remove it during the race. That is very important. Mine somewhat resembles a crown. I like it. I suppose this is like the E-Zapaz device that Kentucky has on his bike. I am not overly familiar with things like this, but as it seems our steed requires them, we shall use them. Mm. A new part now. I wish you'd told us about this sooner. It affects the balance of the entire craft. Of course I can compensate quite easily, genius that I am. Dante, don't give me that look. This concerns you too. You two will be helping me run things. Come here. I'll tell you what your responsibilities are. There you have it. Here we have the service and maintenance area along the starting line. We'll have a few pit stops like this along the course. I want you two to restock supplies as needed, handle any problems that arise, and really just do whatever I tell you. Basically, you'll be like PAs for my new hit series. I have no idea what that means, but I was told that's what you'd be. I see. Dare I ask who told you that? That would be me, of course. Ciao. Oh, Dante. Cheerio. Oh, wait. Ciao. I don't know. Mosh. Da Vinci. I can see that you have a question for me. You're wondering why I allowed this whole thing. Admittedly, this is all pretty strange, but I figured I could let Ishtar here handle this how she wanted. I mean, Claudia's budget is already stretched thin as it is, you know. The Matrix Association has cut off all financial aid until their inspectors get here. So right now, all we've got is our UN budget and the remains of our nest egg keeping us afloat. So when Miss Goddess there agreed to fund all this herself, I decided it was worth the risk. Hey, of course there's gonna be risk. We're erasing our singularity here, remember? Yes, I'm well aware. Anyways, there you have it, Mosh. I know it's not ideal, but I trust you'll be able to handle it. I guess I can see how you weren't able to stop this, but... Oh, don't worry, I'll keep backing you up from here like usual until my turn runs around. While its format is pretty unorthodox, Ishtar was kind enough to provide a control system with a Matrix source of sorts, so we're all covered. She's really pulling out all the stops, huh? Of course, we goddesses are especially generous in summer, okay? You'd better be grateful. Oh, we are anyways. Hey, anyway, don't mind me. You two just focus on enjoying this year's summer festival. Okay, it looks like Senpai and I are relegated to working behind the scenes this time. But I certainly don't want to rain on the race after coming this far, so I'll do my best. By the way, Ishtar, what are you going to do once the race begins? If you're the production assistant, wouldn't that make her the director or the producer of something? Don't be silly. I planned this whole race and I'm the one supervising it. I've got tons of work to do. In addition to telling you two what to do, I also have to provide running commentary, color commentary, and the service as the referee. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Hello. I'm back. Okay. Color commentary and serve as the referee. Commentary, huh? You're already taking this seriously. Well, of course I am. I've got to keep the spectators engaged after all. Oh, and at some point I might need you to help me with a different kind of job. What sort of job? Remember how I told you that this Singularity has a ruler and subordinates? As long as we can finish the race, we shouldn't have to worry about them, but since it's going to last for so long, it's probably too much to hope that they'll just leave us alone for the whole thing. So if they do try to interfere, I might have to go and stop them. And since we're going to have to try to keep them from messing with the race too much, naturally, I'll need you to come along as a master of that sort of thing. So stay sharp, okay? That's true. We shouldn't forget that there are still enemies about. I'm sorry, I'm still unable to assist with combat myself, but I'm relieved to know that you'll be out there with us, Ishtar. I guess I was right when I predicted you'd be helping us without asking for compensation after all. I'll even try harder than usual this time. That's what I like to hear. I knew I saw potential in you. Anyways, on that note, I'll let you give the combat orders during the race. And to reward you for your service, I'll even form an official contract with you once the race is over. Thanks again for helping out, Dante. Hee. Just make sure you're not so enthralled by my swimsuit form that you forget all about the race. Now that the race is finally about to begin, I better get ready to wave the starting flag. There's not a job that stands out more than I can just leave all that glory and publicity to everyone else. That means I won't be able to press the button for the starting lights. Okay, you can do that part. It's not as important as the flag, but it's still a big job, so you better be ready for some divine punishment if you screw it up. Do you even need to wave the flag if you've already got the lights? It's all about preparation, duh. Doesn't matter what I'm doing so long as it gets the crowd fired up. So, I'm starting this race Ishtar style. Got a problem with that? Not at all, my goddess. Okay, Dante. Let's start by heading to the commentator seats. First, I'll go over the rules of the race with the spectators and introduce all the teams. Then I'll tell everyone to get ready and head to the starting line. Once I give you the signal, go ahead and press the button to start the race whenever you're ready. Okay. Got it. Good luck, Senpai. Don't worry, I know you can do it. I mean, it's just starting a button. At last, the moment you've all been waiting for is almost here. The Ishtar Cup Singularity Cannonball Run is just about to begin. Thank you for that thunderous round of applause. This race and commentary are brought to you by Claudia's richest and most beautiful goddess, the incarnation of love and war herself, Ishtar. As I'm sure you've all heard plenty, Ishtar is the only goddess Claudia needs, so don't you worry, you'll be seeing plenty of yours truly during this event. Oh, I can feel the glares of those other inferior goddess servants who are all upset that they won't be getting their turn in the spotlight. And to that I say, sucks to be you, losers. That's fucked up. Okay, I'm not even sure what to say anymore. She just doesn't give a damn, does she? Now then, let's go over the rules of this race. The starting line is, of course, right here, and the finish line is on the other side of this Singularity. You'll recognize it because it's sporting the beautiful brand new Ishtar tempo. Check it out on the live feed. I had no idea she had something so extravagant built at the finish line too. What an incredibly wasteful expenditure for a one-time event. Incidentally, this live feed is brought to us by by a drone made in the famed workshop of none other than the Ishtar board member and special advisor Leonardo da Vinci. Thanks to this, you'll be able to see how each team is doing at any leg of the race. As everyone knows, it's the mark of a great goddess to give credit where credit is due. So, let's have a big round of applause for this for Da Vinci. They've been a big help. Now then, there are 4 checkpoints between the starting line here and the finishing line. Whenever a team reaches one of these checkpoints, they'll be required to stop and wait for every other team to reach the same checkpoint. Naturally, each team's time will be closely monitored all the while. Once every team has reached that checkpoint, the race will resume with all vehicles leaving at the same time. Leaving from that checkpoint starting line at the same time and continuing to race until the next checkpoint. Since it's a long way to the finish line, the idea is to break up the race into 5 smaller courses. However, at the last checkpoint before the goal, instead of all vehicles leaving at once, the time difference between each team will be tallied up, and we will have to wait until the corresponding amount of time has passed before they can go. This is what we don't have. This is so we don't have vehicles getting too far apart from one another. That'd be really boring. And gotta mix things up to keep them interesting, you know? That makes a surprising amount of sense. She's thought this through a lot more than I expected. Oh, also, there's a lot of distance between checkpoints, so you racers will probably rest up at the various pit stops you'll find along the way. Even though each team's got an assistant providing their vehicle with magical energy, this will definitely be one exhausting race. Now, of course, I expect you all to really compete to be the fastest, but I also want you all to see the race through to the end. No dropping out on my watch. I think that's Ishtar's way of showing concern for all of the racers. I guess she hasn't entirely forgotten her kind-hearted goddess side after all. That's a relief. If only she could remember that side more often. Okay, that's about takes care of the rules. We'll be getting this race started real soon now. Now, I think it's time we met all the lovable daredevils who volunteered to risk their lives in what's sure to be a brutal race. Our first team is the Tyrannical Shooting Star and one of the top contenders for the cup. Just the fact that they named their vehicle Red Venus, even though I'm the organizer, should tell you everything you need to know about how gutsy these two are. The rider slash assistant seat, in the rider slash assistant seat, driver, why is that rider? Nero Claudius. I, Nero Claudius, am nothing less than the greatest charioteer in all of Rome. I may not have her sword, but my victory is promised just the same. Shower me in your cheers and adulation. And in the other driver slash assistant seat, Altoria Altair. I know no one by that name. I am but a summer maid, as I believe I indicated on my entry form. That's right, it's an unprecedented double driver, double assistant team. At first I was a little flustered. I didn't catch the loophole about teammates pulling double duty. But they're both wearing swimsuits and it ought to be fun to watch, so I figured what the hell, besides, doesn't it look like either of them has any other friends to ask? Wow, ouch. Next we have Electric Steam featuring Papa. Hey, can you do something about how shady you're coming off? Hello there, I'm Professor M, the assistant for this team. I promise you can trust me. Gotta take that as a no. That guy is super shady. Well, never mind him. Let's just move on to the racer. She's not normally much of a talker, but it looks like she'll be making up for lost time this summer. I like your spirit, Frankenstein. I'm new to being a sailor, but I'll do my best. Mysterious X, get the hell out of the frame. Bad girl. Next we have another assistant, or whatever he is, Charles Babbage. Here I shall reveal my body's new functionality, the results of countless painstaking calculations. A transformation! Let's see what this looks like. Wow. Input complete. Steam pressure rising. Behold, the King of Steam's new cross-country form. Babbage locomotive form. There it is. Yep, transformations are still awesome. This is nice. I can sense everyone's mistrust of me is greatly reduced as Babbage locomotive form draws their attention. An exemplary instance of teamwork. More like the mistrust is getting spread around your whole team. Just make sure your evil scheming doesn't make too much trouble for us running the show, okay? Probably not the best idea to say stuff like that. That's okay. A little chaos in the mix should help keep things interesting. Okay, let's keep things moving with, well, talk about straightforward. Give it up for the Prefect of Public Decency and Monk Sanzang. Their driver is Minamoto no Raiko. I received a tip from a passing motorcyclist warning me that, quote, Raiko's a dangerous shadow prefect now, so be careful. I wonder what that's all about. Listen everyone, you must not let summer go to your heads. I will not permit anyone to engage in behavior or wear clothing that flaunts public decency. Should anyone attempt to do so, they should be prepared to suffer the consequences, a swift execution. I'm just tagging along for this reform program ride. In that sense, I guess I'm kind of like Wukong. I'm picking up plenty of Buddha power in this place, so I'm feeling good about my chances. Incidentally, I've decided their outfit qualified as Peru style. As far as I'm concerned, Summer Sun Zhang's a swimsuit servant. Got that? Good. As for their vehicle, its name is Kyogoku and Balong. Okay, so it's not the same sort of machine as the other vehicles here, but hey, these horses still seem like pretty strong spirits, so I decided to allow it. What the hell? Our next team is Satisfaction HTE. Its driver, Helena Blavatsky. This is it. We're going to have so much fun. This vehicle's name is Kimura Wheels and Thunderdome. It looks like they've given a technical breakdown that nobody asked for. Let's see. Apparently this is an ingenious design created by certified geniuses that take Miss Blavatsky's racing. Kimura wheel and ingeniously pair it with an AC/DC Thunderdome to provide genius level support. That's an AC/DC thunderstorm. Nope, that's copyright. No, she has it right with the DC/AC the first time. This team isn't going to implode, is it? I spent a lot of money on this race, so you'd all better finish it. Don't worry, Ishtar. If worst comes to worst, I'll just race in my Kimura wheel. No. After all the trouble we went to. Okay, next we have, is it just me or does that look more like a rocket than a car? This team's name is Killer Demon King of the 10th Heaven. Their vehicle, Demon King of the V6 Heaven, it's a highly unorthodox vehicle, but then it's a highly orthodox team with Oda Nobunaga as rider. That's me. Oh yeah, are you seeing this, Okita? Bet you never expected to lose so massively to Summer Nobu, did you? Double peace sign. Vroom vroom. The engine looks to be in peak condition. It's gonna be out for blood tonight. I get the feeling the driver and assistant roles are switched here, but I'll allow it. Well, more than I'm just gonna let these two do their own thing and be done with it. Now our final entry. What the hell is that? Their team name Desert Beauty. Their vehicle name the Pharaoh Legend. That is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. Alright, which one of you said those names are overselling it? I'll pass judgment on you myself. No, I won't. I already know I don't live up to those names. I thought I should at least make it sound like I have confidence in myself, as I thought that doing so might help me to mentally overcome the thing Pharaoh Ultimatus said I was lacking, but I don't believe anyone said anything of the sort. Also, we have yet to even begin the race. Isn't it a bit earlier to be hiding away like that, Nitocris? Then again, if the purpose of that outfit is to prevent death from heat stroke on our perilous journey, then you should be commended. Perhaps I should wear one myself since I don't want to die. Don't do that. It defeats the whole point of a swimsuit event. Will nobody think of the fans? Of course, having said that, I can't really deny that this race holds perils after perils for our teams. So, a word of advice to all you racers. Be careful not to die out there. Okay, now that we've met all the teams, I think it's time we got this party started. All racers, on your marks. Okay, I've got the flag and I'm standing in position. Now then. Senpai, that's the signal. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Okay, there's the button for the lights. Here goes. And it's up to the races, folks. And we're off! The Ishtar Cup Singularity Cannonball Run is underway. It started. It's really started. Look at everyone go. The first one out of the gate is... Wahahaha! Cars, horses, LOL, as the kids say. This is why I chose this woman as my partner. These days, it's all about air, no space travel. Whoa. Why drive when you can fly? This is how Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, rolls. You obsolete heroic spirits can all be relegated to historical footnotes. My path to superstardom is now all but inevitable. Elevation angle check. Igniting rocket boosters, main engine full throttle. Output level looks good. We could fly to the other ends of the galaxy if we wanted to. Here goes. Artorium blast off. What just happened? I guess you didn't read the rules, huh? This is a race. No flying permitted. Catching some air off the ramps is one thing, but just flying around like that is against the rules. If I see any of you try that again, I'll shoot you down with Ma'ana immediately, so watch yourselves. I see. Well, in that case, I suppose it can't be helped. It looks like this is already shaping up to be a highly fraught race. I wonder if everyone will make it to the finish line okay. And what's more, which team will be the winner? Of course she didn't actually read the rules. Jesus Christ.
Rider Ishtar、ここに参上っと。今回は特別大サービスで協力してあげるわ。お互いギブアンドテイクってことで。
So she will officially join you after completing the main quest of part 2. Planes A. Oh, so some fuel, gas, and other such nonsense. Okay. Since we are going against that, we need a rider, don't we? So it's time for my rider teams. Area 1 Planes A. Let me fix myself. Okay. You see that everybody's racing. Fu is so bored he's starting to yawn. Well, the exception of the rocket incident, with the exception of the rocket event, I guess it has been surprisingly quiet so far. Everyone's still filling each other out. I wouldn't mind if it stayed that way. Eh? True, but I wouldn't mind if things stayed this peaceful for the entire race. I've learned about sporting events like marathons and ekiden from videos recorded in the sports library. They show me that a competition doesn't need fighting or conflict to be riveting. Just seeing who is the fastest can be more than enough. I hope this race turns out to be a clean, honest competition just like... No way, I didn't phony up for this event to just have my racers be good sports. Did you forget who I am or something? I am Ishtar, the goddess of love, beauty, and war. Duh. And I say it's not a real race until there's been some bloodshed. The fans didn't come here to watch the racers play nice. So, on that note, let's go back to the commentary mode. The lead racers are just about to enter the first area. Does this bode well, or is it a sign of trouble afoot? And hey, what do you know? It looks like something's happening over there that's more like it. Everything looks the same around here. I'm growing bored of this scenery. I desire excitement. What do you say, Dark Maid? Shall we try picking a fight? I am loath to admit it, but I was just thinking the same thing. My self-control has reached its limits. However, before we go about ridding ourselves of interlopers, there is something strange around here that must be dealt with. I can sense the sort of people I dislike most, ill-mannered customers. I see. Oh, I see the air and sand have gone dry. What is this rundown place? This desert brings back memories, but the sand here seems much less pleasant than it is in Egypt. Something's coming from up above. Watch out! Asshole bikers, huh? Yeehaw! You're not going anywhere. Stop running there, girlies. Stop right there, girlie, not running there. Who are these guys with the strange haircuts? Were they defeated in battle and forced to cut their hair the way as a mark of their shame? Heh, I guess they're some kind of wandering space soldiers. This should be fun. Let's see if they can keep up with my driving technique. What's this? A mysterious group of Mohawk men have appeared before our racers. Are they friend or foe? Foe, obviously. 3 words. Search and destroy. Alright. Yes, I suppose you're right. They certainly don't appear to be very friendly. Our racers are completely surrounded and have no choice but to come to a stop. Each group is eyeing the other. Will our racers engage these men with diplomacy or hostility? Welcome, honored customers. Let us begin with St. Morgan. What the? Yeah! Haha, well done, British barbarian. I shall have to make sure I do not fall behind. You came here to hear me perform, yes? Well, listen well. Laudeantem Demus Litteris Leoturis. And I just butchered the hell out of that Roman name. They started with their noble phantasm. That's overkill. It is. Bit much for the little guys like that, isn't it? Looks like things are escalating quickly. Not that I'd expect any less. Anyway, this looks like the right level of violence to get things rolling. Let's sit back and watch how our racers handle this little warm-up exercise.
行ってきます先輩。
Reduce cooldown. That's actually gonna come in handy with her.
あらあらまあまあ。ご注文でしたらそのように。あなた乗りたいですか。行儀の悪い。
Severely over leveled.
ご注文でしたらそのように。戦とはやはり荒々しいものなんですね。
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Such rebellious hairstyles are unacceptable. You may shave your head if you like, but you must keep the hair that remains in a tightly top knot. They're not very strong, but there's so many of them that it's... what's that? This is as far as you go, intruders. This is our land. Did you think you could set foot in our land without first paying your respects? That's voice. Atalanta? But boss! Big cat sis! Ma'am, ma'am's here to save us. Ugh, couldn't you all have agreed on a nickname for her ahead of time? What an unpleasant surprise. This singularity truly has gone awry. I never expected to see you leading these barbarians. But let me just make certain of this. Are you their leader, Atalante? It would seem I am, your Imperial Highness. Why do you interfere with my rosy driving? Who are those men anyway? My presence here alone should give you the answer to that. They are my darling children. What was that? I don't understand. What in the world are you talking about? Perhaps I should introduce you to a good therapist? Children? But you're so close in age. And you look nothing alike. In fact, I have a hard time believing you're even the same species. They look more like ogres than anything. There is more to parenting than age difference or genetics. Our relationship is what matters. I shall tell you it again. These are my children, and I adore them. Yeah! Yeah, Mama gets compliments all the time on what precious angels we are. Relationship, eh? You're exactly right. A mother and her children are not linked by blood alone. Of course Minamoto Raiko would say something like that. Now, never mind my children. These are the Atalante plains, and there is something I must tell all who would try to cross them. Huh? I'm surprised you're such a romantic that you named this land after yourself. That's like something an explorer would do. The name is of no importance. What is important is that this road leads to our greatest treasure, something more valuable than even gold or jewels. Is that so? And what is this treasure? Seed apples. We have plenty seed apples up ahead. What? I'm not even sure what those are. Seed apples are seed apples. Plant them and they grow into apples. They are truly a blessing in this forsaken land. I need them to ensure my children's future. But if you were to run ruckshot over them with your wheels and hooves, that future would be ruined. I cannot permit that. Are you aware that apples don't like arid environments? There's no way they'll ever grow in climates like this. Silence! It is not today that matters, but tomorrow. I'm fairly certain this desert will still be hot and dry tomorrow, and you'll have the same problem. At any rate, I will not have you racing over our seed apple orchard. I shall be merciful and permit you to turn back or to find another path. However, if you, after everything I have told you, insist on proceeding, my wrath shall be swift and terrible. I will not hesitate to pierce your heart on the spot, for my arrows exist solely to ensure my children will always have cause to smile. He 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 he. Smile while taking out pierced tongue. The very instant our drivers reached the front area, they were presented with their first real challenge, an ultimatum of a mysterious, beautiful woman. Ultimatum. If they continue on their current path, they will have to face a hail of arrows. How will they get out of this predicament? Somebody has a defense of noble phantasm. Looks like the Singularity's inhabitants showed up after all. It does complicate matters, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Races are supposed to have setbacks after all, so it's all adds up to make the ritual more exciting. Now, come on, you two. Don't just stand there. You've got a lot of work ahead of you. I guess it's too soon to let what will happen later, but for the moment, it does seem like we won't be fighting Atalante just yet. So I suppose we should do what we can to focus on our own jobs. I believe it has something to do with keeping supplies in stock. That's right, I want you to bring supplies and stuff to the pit stop and racers on the track. That said, circumstances can change pretty quickly in a race like this, so it's probably impossible to make sure all the teams are always on equal footing all the time. So, you're free to use your own discretion to send supplies to whichever team you think needs them, or even just the teams you most want to win. If that ends up making things a little uneven, well, that's okay. Each team's relationship with you is an important part of the race too. I see, okay, I'll give it a try. I know you will, senpai. I do wonder how everyone else will end up handling this race. But I'm certain that if we do our job well, we'll be able to help all of them. Let's both do our best. It says a road race sponsored by Ishtar herself. Okay. Let's choose the team you want to cheer for and pick a quest. After cheering the quest, get cheering points. Your chosen team will advise based on the amount of cheering. The race results will be determined by master cheering points. Combined race result rewards will be rewarded based on the top ranking teams. All race participants will be eligible to receive the race result rewards. Okay, each team offers a different reward. Let's see. Okay, so this is some interesting stuff they have here. So those are racing rewards, event items, or seaside luxury. I'm gonna make sure I get those events. Golden Reed, those are for Ishtar, of course. And I definitely need to make sure I get all the wisdom things. So yeah, this looks like it'll be an interesting little prospect titanium plate. Cheer on Mama Reiko. You know what? I just like berserkers, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Let's put her on here because of her swimsuit persona. And is she a swimsuit servant? No, she's not. I don't know why I thought she would be considered a swimsuit servant. Huh. This game will not fork over as swimsuit servants to me, so I'm kind of screwed either way. Yeah, I should be fine. Increases cheering points 50%. Most compatible with Nirok and Raiko. Because I am doing Raiko's. Cheering right now. Come on.
やりすぎないよう注意しますね。プールサイドは走りません。イエイ。お任せください。あらあらまあまあ。行きます。痛いですか？
Damn. I forgot how cutesy her voice sounds. There we go. Got freaking 5 of those damn wheels. The highlight is a thing. Okay, wait. Where's those gold? Let me see what those gold players can get me.
アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったらどんどん持って行って。ただし、お題は忘れずにね。
You know what? Well, we won't do the gold platings now because the gold platings could come in handy later on. We will do the other thing though. Oh, well, metal plating. I said gold plating. I'm tripping. Yeah, we'll do the metal plating some other time. Right now, we got the highlights. Now, while events are yet in their infancy, I have already arrived at one certain undeniable conclusion. To wit, that seed apples do not in truth exist. Ergo, that cat girl is merely bluffing. QED. Therefore, we would be best served by proceeding ahead without concern. Nothing could be simpler. Go on, Fran. Feel free to put the pedal to the metal and express just how much you love your helpful Papa. I don't really love you, Papa. Full steam ahead. Am I mistaken, or did she just say something tremendously hurtful? Please tell me I misheard her. Answer not found. I cannot hear her over the sound of my lovely steam whistle. Full speed ahead. I love summer. Well, my daughter certainly seems happy, so I shall call it a win. I am nothing if not a master of rationalization. I agree. We don't need to worry about their crops. Let's pick up the pace. You got it. DCAC power full charge. If ever there was a time to take advantage of our rocket, it seems like it would be now. I doubt we'll be found out now that we've come this far. I'll just retract our tires and try cruising at low altitude. Danger! Emergency evasion action! This Ishtar's trying to snipe us. Get those tires back out. Hurry! Wahaha! This is quite the spin we're going on. Totally rock and roll. Go on ramp speed. Hehe. What an unfortunate accident. It's a real shame, but these things happen. Just you wait, Saberface. I'm coming for you. Umu, it's wonderful to have such earnest rivals as this. All of their brakes are hot to hell. Well, I am not about to be left behind. Onward, let us leave a trail of roses as we weave our way through the skirmish. We shall be the ones on top when this ends. Seed apples, that sounds nice. Wait. Their name reminds me of apple pie, but I will still not show them an ounce of mercy after all. I do not know how to cook. I only have use for pies that have already been baked. If these seed apples have any sense, they shall be reborn as seed apple pies. Artoria, a good maid knows how to cook, dear. This won't do at all. While combatants may run roughshod over an orchard in battle often enough, this is still a transgression I cannot overlook. I forbid it. This is unacceptable. If any here is the sort of delinquent who would violate public decency as easy as they would trample a campus flower bed, know that I, Minamoto no Reiko, will never let you get away with it. But won't it only damage the ground more if we go after them with horses? I'm sure the Buddha wouldn't approve of wasting food. But oh well. Indra has certainly smiled clearly smiled on her, so if she's this unconcerned about the orchid, that must mean the Buddha is a-okay with it. We shall soon be in the zone where these seed apples are supposedly planted. It certainly is a dilemma, isn't it? If we trample the orchard, it could be seen to be ignoring starving commoners, which isn't a good look for any ruler. I'm not at all afraid of the huntress's arrows, but anything that would lower the pharaoh's reputation is cause for concern. Shall we take a detour around the area then? Dude, don't be ridiculous. A true pharaoh wouldn't take a detour, especially not when we're already behind. Then what do you want to do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if it is easier for her to think under that outfit in much the same manner as how some people feel more at ease in narrow spaces. What would Cleopatra or Pharaoh Archimedes do if they were here? I see it now. If Pharaoh Archimedes were here, I'm sure this is what he would say. Ha 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 ha! A foolish question. If these seeds are hardy and strong, they should welcome my noble footsteps. And if they are so imprudent as to die from my trampling upon them, then they did not deserve to remain alive. In other words, either outcome is acceptable. Now, go forth and pay them no heed. That actually sounds like something he would say. What an inspiration he is. Yes, great Pharaoh, I shall follow your example. Later, Chris, I'm not so sure this man you admire is well. Come on, we don't have any time to waste. Onward. She seems to have profound concern of her own concerns. I can relate to how fragile her happiness is. Good. Okay. Phew, all that said, even if this is the only choice available to me as a pharaoh, I do hope I don't end up killing any of these seeds. I also used to be a king, however briefly, so I understand how important orchids like these are too. Is it just me or did we seem to be unusually high off the ground? And is it my imagination or are we also moving more slowly? Yes, we are. We are using one of the Pharaoh's legend's hidden forms, Walker Mode. Well, Walker Mode? I didn't know we had anything like that. In this mode, the legend extends 6 legs, normally hidden in the undercarriage, and transforms into a scarab form. Then is able to move very carefully by placing the small tips of each leg down one at a time, like so. It's very shaky and it feels like we're barely moving. There is nothing we can do about that. This is one of the legend's safety features. Its scarab legs touch very little of the ground at a time. When it sensed that you did not want to step on the seeds, it transformed automatically in order to avoid doing so. This system was originally designed to prevent us from dying to landmines. I never expected it to activate in order to avoid stepping on seeds planted in the ground. Why did you install this? What do you mean? I asked you while I was putting this vehicle together if it was alright for me to install a bare minimum of safety features. Okay, I remember that, but how does this qualify as barely minimum feature? Out my butt! I'm afraid you'll have to deal with it. This mode is designed first and foremost to avoid stepping on dangerous objects. Speed and comfort are secondary concerns. Oh man, we're the only ones still here. All the other teams are already way ahead of us, and at this pitting speed, we'll never catch up to them. This race was supposed to demonstrate the glory of the pharaohs. I've already failed to do that, and the race is only just beginning. If Pharaoh Archimedes were watching this, I'm sure he'd be extremely upset about. Huh? Something just exploded up ahead. Oh gosh, is Pharaoh Archimedes already firing at us from Mesquite? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a failure as a pharaoh. No, nobody is firing at us. Neto, Chris, look over there. But what the ground beneath us just exploded, and these flames, they remind us of Honoji. Some coward saber must have done this. I swear, I'll make her pay. Pitiful. I planted landmines in front of our seed apples, the symbol of our tomorrow, in order to keep them safe. It seems that everyone who went ahead of us has been blown up. I believe we avoided a similar fate thanks to Legends Walker Mode. Now, do you understand, intruders? There is nothing I will not do, no matter how despicable or depraved, to keep my children safe. Incidentally, I purchased these landmines from a passing demon. They are guaranteed to be effective even against servants. Mephistopheles, you mother... Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, but considering how big their explosions were, haven't they also been, just blown up the seed apples you planted there too? Cursed intruders! Our hope for tomorrow has been dashed thanks to your meddling. If only you had never come here, my children would still be smiling. No. They still seem to be smiling though. Silence! I will ensure your atrocities no longer Here, you shall pay for what you've done. Well, that complicates matters still. Now that all the other teams are out of commission, this is our chance to pull ahead. Restore the Pharaoh legend to driving mode. First, we'll shake her off, then we'll take first place. I will do as you say, since we'll be a sitting duck otherwise, but I'm afraid we cannot shake her off. She is easily keeping pace with us on foot. Did you truly think you could escape me? My name is synonymous with racing, and racing with my name. Unlike you weaklings, I have no need for a vehicle. Damn, looks like we have no choice but to fight our way out of this. But once we beat her, our victory here is all but assured. Let's go.
マシュキリエライト、夏を楽しみます。あなたの刃ですもの。楽しくなってきた。承知いたしました。痛いですか？見え見え。
Ha. Achoo! Okay, that's just weird. Look at this.
UV カットセット。 UV カットセット。楽しくなってきた。はい、楽しみこー。はいはい。
A spirit gun.
Don't どんな波にも負けません。任せなさい。承知いたしました。それはすべての傷、すべての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロード・キャメロット。はいはいっと。せい。この水着おかしくないでしょうか。
She got a little boar pet. That's cute. Our future is gone. Now that we've reached an understanding, I think we'll be on our way. Wait, there is one last thing I wish to say. What is it? I did my best to play the role I was given, but I suppose expecting you all to buy that the Mohawk men were my children was asking a bit too much after all. Role? Who could have given her a role to play? Is there someone else ruling the Singularity? Perhaps. I'm afraid I do not know. Ah well, that hardly matters any longer. The important thing is that no one's holding us back anymore. Let's head for the checkpoint and enjoy some well-earned admiration along the way. Why are we back in walker mode? It is precisely when one lets down a guard after feeling secure in their victory that accidents are most likely to occur. We must not fall into that trap. After all, if we were to get careless and drive over a leftover landmine, we would still end up dead. Oh no, I hear the sounds of engines coming up behind us. The other teams must have recovered. At this rate, they'll catch up to us in no time. Hurry up and get us out of this mode now! Oh, some animation. Okay. She's talking. Holy hell. They should always talk then. Second. Third. Is she? That's how she's in that thing? Okay, so that's how they look like in their... Round 1, high-ranking rewards, scarabs, and all the other stuff. Okay. Now let's see.
アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったら、もっとアクシデントを、もっとハプニングを。正解は CM の後すぐ。アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったらどんどん持っていって。ただし、お題は忘れずにね。
Crater B. Oh, boo the shite. We're playing this basically as long as my phone permits it. Now that the race for the second area is underway, all the teams are starting off on equal footing again. I've calculated the difference in times between when everyone arrived at the first checkpoint, so we don't have a proverbial ranking at the moment, provisional, but it's still too early to tell how things will play out. I'm just glad nobody retired early. That was a hell of an area to start the race with. That's very true. I'm glad everyone made it through here. You gotta admit, the crowd loved it though. You know, enthusiasm at a race is a lot like faith. And in this case, the stronger the faith is, the more certain this singularity will be to disappear. Since you put such an unusual amount of time and money into this event, I guess you really must want everyone to finish this race, right, Ishtar? Yep, I sure do. Anyways, I'm glad everyone made it through the first area. Now, what awaits our racers in the second area? As they all left the starting line at the same time, it shouldn't be long now before they notice the change in their surroundings. Fancy scene transition, go! No. What? It's hot here. Yikes. It's downright scorching. Are they trying to set us on fire? Wait, am I already starting to tan? Now I'm really glad we went through the snow cone drive-through. Snow cone drive-through? Huh? It's so hot here that my snow cone already melted into a puddle of syrupy water, although at least it still tastes good. So hot, need to cool down. I see. You are attempting to lower your body temperature by expelling your internal heat using the same method as overheating dogs. Naturally, I find that behavior completely adorable. Don't you compare my friend's daughter to a dog. My, this heat seems a match for the fires of hell, not that I have any experience with those, of course. Personally, this place reminds me of the Flaming Mountains. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks of rope and a king stuffing himself with pork buns. Ugh, my head. This heat is really abnormal. It shouldn't even be possible telepathically, but it looks like we're near a volcano crater. A volcano crater? I think I see someone up ahead. Hey there! Good of you to come. You must be tired after such a long journey. Are you hungry? Shall I make you a gullet? They say you can't something on an empty stomach after all. Oh my, Miss Monica, I feel as though it's been ages since I saw you outside of the kitchen. And a gullet, you say? Fascinating. I never heard of anyone making a dish out of gullets before. How do you go about preparing such a dish? Ha ha ha. You'll see when I rip your gullet from your throat. Bandika, what are you doing here? What is the meaning of this hostility? I recall Master saying he has seen you like that before, but little else. My land has been taken from me. That's all the reason I need. And then there's what happened last year. Last year? I was told to wear a swimsuit and sit in a hammock where numerous photos were taken of me. I was a little embarrassed, but I agreed because I thought it would make everyone happy. And when I was then told that the resulting photos were some of the more popular 3-star entries, I dared to believe that when this year's summer event rolled around, I might even be a playable swimsuit version of myself. Actually, I'm disappointed in that too, now that she mentions it. So then why? Why haven't they given me a swimsuit? What sort of world do we live in where hard work isn't rewarded? You sound like the mysterious Shinsengumi woman who tried to catch me off guard right before I boarded my vehicle. One misstep and my new swimsuit form could have been lost forever. And now, here you are. Huh? An inferior mass-produced saber like that one could have never hoped to match me. Tonight, my sacred caliber will bathe in blood. Well, she coughed up some blood before giving up the ghost. As you can see, this bloodthirsty mad dog went and took her out of her own accord. All that said, Bonica, you may want to be careful. This may be kinda rich coming from me, but if you say things like that too often, you'll start to lose credibility. Of course, in my case, I've already given up on ever being taken seriously. No, I have become an avenger, consumed by rage. This is as far as you all go. I'm glad you're all in vehicles. That will let me use my chariot to make you all bow down before me. But I do not merely want to defeat you. I want to utterly break your spirit. That is why that is the only way I can truly protect my land. Is that so? What an amusing concept. We summer housekeepers have exceptionally strong spirits for no matter what matter of filth we must clean. We do not have the option of resigning. How then do you intend to go about breaking our spirits? A game of chicken to the mouth of the volcano. Chicken? Does this mean she's still talking about food after all? I've set things up so you'll never be able to cross this mountain unless you defeat me. She's right. I've taken a quick look around and I don't see any alternative route. Anything like this that has probably been hidden with mage trap or physically obstructed in some way. Regardless, we can't do anything about that with an opponent facing us. In other words, we really do have no choice but to accept her challenge. And I'm okay with that. It sounds like fun. I have no objections either, Boudica. It is clear that words will not suffice to break your delusion. This too must be fate. Our match shall be both a race and a battle to demonstrate our resolve. Above all, I shall never back down from a challenge in which I must risk my life. A game of chicken? At first I thought it might be a competition to see who could eat the most turkey, but I can tell that the situation is more dire than that. I grant you I grant you though that I am not concerned with your enthusiasm for this competition, Nero. I can see that you take it seriously. I would not mock those who dare risk their lives for what they desire. Just this once, I shall acquisite and let the sub-driver take the glory. You shall have this mate's full support, Drama Queen. And you in turn have my gratitude. I shall dedicate a song to you once we have won. You too. You share the same vehicle. Why? Why are you? I see. There you have it, folks. Looks like the second area will be kicking off with a game of chicken against Boudica and her chariot. The victor will be the team that can get her and return to the main race fastest. Are you sure about this? Racing towards the mouth of an active volcano seems like a very bad idea. You think? I doubt they'll have to worry about anything besides lava, hail, and pyroclastic clouds. That sounds pretty dangerous to me. Don't worry about it. If things really do get dicey, I'll step in to help. I guess if you can't help but worry, you and Mosh can keep bringing them supplies like you did last time. I've got pit stops set up there and everything. Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's do our best against Senpai. Alright, it looks like the game of chicken with Monica is about to get underway. The countdown will be handled by Monica herself. Apparently, well, I'm sure she'll be fair about it. 3, 2, 1. Go! Come on, we'd better move it. Wait, huh? Has the legs body both grown extremely heavy, or are they not moving at all? Nedicus, listen to me very closely. There is only one possible outcome of this game. Death. You don't know that. Yes, I do, given your pride, earnest nature, and sense of responsibility. I see no possible ending for this race. That does not include with our diffs. Therefore, I am left with no choice but to activate the Legend's full spike mode. It is designed to let it cling to the ground. Wait, what? Cling to the ground in case of avalanches and landslides. We must proceed first and foremost with caution. Do you even understand what the goal of a race is? No, she does not. What's this? We're still at the very beginning of the second area, but one team's already lagging behind. Meanwhile, the other team vehicles are neck and neck with Monica's chariot. At this point, let me offer the same advice I gave in the first area. If you get crushed by a boulder or melted by lava, walk it off. You'd better make sure to each and every one of you makes it to the finish line. Not gonna lie, that's actually kind of funny. good, Chris. Ugh, God.
マシュキリエライト、夏を楽しみます。あなたの刃ですもの。承知いたしました。せい。痛いですか？まあまあ、あなたの刃ですもの。はい、楽しみます。はっ、それ。胸元あやいさん、胸元見えちゃってます。
Here we go.
アバンチャウル。お一人様味方ですよ。UV カットセット。プールサイドは走りません。優雅に決めますかも。はい、楽しみます。ファール。アバンチャウル。ビーチアタック。まあまあ、優雅に決めますかも。承知いたしました。痛いですか？参ります。はっ、胸元優雅に決めますかも。胸元見えちゃってます。アバンチャウル。お一人様味方ですよ。あらあらまあまあ、あなたの刃ですもの。優雅に決めますかも。痛いですか？コンコンと。わおわお。 承知。あらあら、まあ胸元あやさん、痛いですか？UV カットセット。ご覧になってください。ご覧になってください。まさにサマーバケーション。まさにサマーバケーション。どんな波にも負けません。このライト鬼になっちゃってますね。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロードキャメロット。来たれい我が中心、我が手足、我が具足。四天王のこれこの通り、五王将来、天皇開会。アバンチャウル。お覚悟どうぞ。プールサイドは走りません。ファー。はい、楽しみます。あなたの刃ですよ。それ失せなさい。この水着おかしくないでしょうか。
Be right back.
なんということか。世は楽しい。やるではないか、冷血メイド。
貴様もな、劇場女。味方にしておくのが惜しいほどだ。
I'm back. Okay, the next thing. Oh, I can still do pretty much everything here. I don't have to wait. Thank goodness though, because I don't want to just like forget one thing and not do the rest. It's just more fun to do it this way. That boy screams like a little girl. Here we go, I guess. More of this. Hang on a second before we actually do this.
アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったらどんどん持って行って。ただし、お題は忘れずにね。
Oh shit, they cost 20. Well, I don't have enough for them. So full throttle. Here we go. And I'm having vegetables for dinner.
Yari やりすぎないよう注意しますね。UV カットセット。
Now mine as well, right?
ホールドアップ。お任せください。はい、楽しみます。ロックオン。リーチアタック。フリーズ。承知いたしました。楽しみです。あらあらまあまあ。うせなさい。狙い撃ちです。あらあらまあ。承知いたしました。遠慮はしませんとも。あらあらまあまあ。せい。
遠慮はしませんとロックオン。
ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。
フリーズ。
UV カットセット。お任せください。承知いたしました。
ロックオン。
リーチアタック。痛いですか？
フリーズ。
お任せください。承知いたしました。
ロックオン。
あらあらまあまあ。
せい。フリーズ。
痛いですか？お任せください。ファー。ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。リーチアタック。痛いですか？承知いたしました。ええ、あなたの刃で承知いたしました。
The sake I have just make me burp.
痛
Coconut.
いですか？
いいぜ。ごめん。
Coconut sake. Whew. That tasted pretty good. Okay.
ホールドアップ。
Oops.
遠
Hold
慮
on,
は
that's
しま
not
せん
good.
とも。ロックオン。
Not
楽
me
し
to
み
do
で
it.
す。フリーズ。複数シュート。
ご覧になってください。手すさびのようなものですね。UV カットセット。
無駄打ちはしません。無駄打ちはしません。
どんな波にも負
ご命令
けません。
Here
い
we
き
go.
ますよマスター。鬼になります。
それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロード・キャメロット。
Yep.
豪王将来天網開会。矮小ジッパシリアクタになるがいい。スイミング。華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱とキレエクスカリバービビアン。
Whoo.
戦闘終了。ちょっと怖かったです。
Defeated her.
ンク。
I think a berserker is the only right way to go for this one. But not. Hold on, where are we at? Which one am I? Oh, okay. So I have a reason to use the busted cards.
渚の大楽天魔王オンステージじゃ。
センキュー。
ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。痛いですか？
それじゃ
お任せください。ええ、あなたの刃です。それ。痛いですか？あらあらまあ。ええ、あなたのやせい。痛いですか？のば。プールサイドは走りません。ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。承知いたしました。
それじゃ
ええ、あなたのせい。UV カット リーチアタックせいうっはっはっはっはのぼあなたの刃で承知いたしました。痛いですか？うっはっはっはっは痛いですか？思い上がりましたね。ご覧になってください。どんな波にも負けません。このランそれじゃ鬼になります。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロードキャメロット。ご王将来天網開会矮小ジッパシリアクタになるがいい。手すさびのようなものですが承知いたしま
This
し
should
た。
just take her out.
まあまあ
I'd be surprised if this actually does it.
うっはっはっは第六天魔王からは逃げられん。
Dang, 8 plus of those?
まだまだ風
やりすぎないよう注意しますね。あらあら、まあまあ、ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。イエイせいうっはっはっはっのばのばそれじゃ承知いたしました。うっはっはっはうっはっはっはせっのばそれじゃはい楽しみます。あらあら、まあまあ、うっはっはっはビーチアタック痛いですか？プールサイドを走りません。はい楽しみます。センキュー。ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。それそれじゃ承知いたしました。うっはっはっは乗ってきたの痛いですか？のばなご機嫌ね。ええ、任せなさい。あらあら、まあまあ、はいはいっとせいうわUV カットセット。ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。ええ、あらあら、まあまあ、痛いですか？いいぜごめん。あらあら、まあまあ、お任せください。はっそれ楽しくなってきた。承知いたしました。あらあら、まあまあ、はいはいっとせいプールサイドを走りません。
お任せください。
あらあらまあまあ。はいはいっと。
リーチアタック。
痛いです
どんな波にも負
ご
けません。
とあらばそれではお言葉に甘えまして。
それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロードキャメロット。
来たれ我が中心、我が手足、我
Here we
が
go.
四天王のこれこの通り、五王将来、天網開会。
ツアースタート。
What the?
夏の思い出を作りましょうか。
Oh, that's adorable.
これが私のイシュタルトラベルスクーター。
What the hell?
水
手すさびのようなものですが。ええ、あなたの刃承知いたしました。あらあらま、ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。
見え見え。
ええ、あなたの刃です
ガ
もの。
オー。一刀両断。かつてない強敵だったわ。かつてない強敵だったわ。
Hmm.
こういうものは順位より。アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったらどんどん持っていって。ただしお題は忘れずにね。
日中は特にですが、夏をか
終
は
末
承知いたしました。あらあらまあ、
激しくいくのね。
あらあらまあ、
激しくいくのね。重くいくのね。
痛いですか？
ハレルヤ。激しくいくのね。
承知いたしました。
ハレルヤ。それ。
痛いですか？
激しくいくのね。
ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。
それ。
ご覧になってください。承知いたしました。
激しくいくのね。
あらあらまあまあ、痛いですか？
ハレルヤ。せい。重くいくのね。はい、楽しみます。
あらあらまあまあ、
せい。ビーチアタック。
痛いですか？ええ、あなた承知いたしました。
激しくいくのね。UV カットセット。重くいくのね。
承知いたしました。
せい。それ。
痛いですか？ご覧になってください。手すさびのようなものですね。ご命令と、あらあらまあま
来たれ四天王。いいえ、五頭天皇の紳士たち、参ります。五王将来、天皇開会。
痛いですか？
いいぜ、ごめん。 手すさびのようなものですが。あらあら、まあまあ。ええ、あなたの
重くいくのね
刃ですもの。
なまってるわね。情けない。
承知いたしました。ええ、あなたの刃ですもの。
いい運動になったわ。バイバイ。
Well now. Okay, my phone is actually about to die now, so this is actually where I'm going to be ending this live stream. So I'm going to have another live stream of this come tomorrow, so look forward to that live stream. So this has been Hudson Ray Dragon. I'm signing out. See you guys later.
少しぐ
Peace.
らいなら飛んでもバレぬのではないか。
では試しに。